Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We're back in the pool. It's Wednesday, it's Underwater Wednesday, and we've got another viewer request. This is a viewer request on top of a viewer request. We did the Bellows Gill a couple of weeks ago and got some response from that Underwater Wednesday saying, hey, what if you put the Bellows Gill along with the core tackle hover rig? What would that look like in the pool? Really love to see it. So sure enough, we put it in the pool, we checked it out, and we got it for you today. Stick around, guys. Well, the Bellows Gill, we really loved that bait when we had it in here 2 weeks ago on a drop shot. And in fact, we have another episode coming up next week where we actually went out on Lake Geneva using the Bellows Gill and had some success. So you're gonna want to see that episode next week. But this week, a viewer saw that episode, said, hey, what if you put the core tackle hover rig in the Bellows Gill? What kind of impact would that have? Would it do that fluttering motion? We took both sizes. We took the smaller 2.8 Bellows Gill and we paired that up with a 1/8 ounce hover rig from Core Tackle. And then we took the big 3.8 Bellows Gill and we paired that up with the heavy duty 1/4 ounce hover rig from Core Tackle. So let's get in the pool and let's take a look at what they actually look like in that situation. So the first bait that we're looking at here is the smaller 2.8 with the 1/8 ounce hover rig. It's got that nice gliding fall to it, and it just kind of scoots around off the bottom, which is what that hover rig does for pretty much any bait that you use it with. I like the fact that you can either scoot it off the bottom or you can kind of pop it, and as soon as you pop it, it kind of does that turning action. It's never just a straight up and down like you find with lead head types of baits. It's always kind of turning left or right. Guys, while we're watching this underwater footage, please, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. We put out Underwater Wednesdays every Wednesday, and we'd sure like you to be a part of the Mark Fisher Outdoors community. Now we're going to take a look at the bigger Bellows Gill, the 3.8, and we paired this up with the biggest hover rig that Core Tackle makes. It's the 1/4 ounce heavy duty, and you can see as it falls, it's still got that gliding fall to it. And again, I think the hover rigs that we matched these two baits up with paired up nicely in terms of giving them that fall, kind of a glide, but still falling down, scooting along the bottom. When you pick up on the bait, it'll either dart left, right, or come up. You never know when you pick up on the rod tip with these baits, whether that bait is going to go to the right, to the left, or pop up off the bottom, which I think gives part of that erratic motion that you actually want to trigger fish into biting when they see this. And I can absolutely see this imitating a dying bluegill, just kind of flickering down to the bottom and kind of scooting along the bottom. Guys, I would appreciate your comments on what you think about pairing up the core tackle hover rig with the Bellows Gill. And we also appreciate the idea coming from one of the viewers. If you have any comments about what the bait looks like, or if you have ideas about what you'd like to see in the pool, please include those in the comments. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you again tomorrow on another episode of Mark Fisher Outdoors. Take care, everybody.